Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel podcast. Talking Ravens all day, every day with your host, Justin P. And my two MVP billion-dollar co-hosts, Miss Shannon Finch and Super Dave, the mailman, aka David Woods. This is episode 115 for the YouTube version, audio version, season 2, episode 21. All the links are right there in the description below. If you can't watch it live, you can watch it on Spotify and many other apps and platforms. The draft has came and gone. Now today we're going to give out opinions and thoughts about it. David got a great show lined up for us. Man, Shannon added our topics to it. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and let David, get right to it so we can go ahead and get the show kicked off. Go ahead, David.
All right, let's get it, man. Ravens Nation, it's time. We started up. We did good in the free agent pool. We lost a couple people, kept a couple people, but we lost more than what we picked up. But the draft, oh yeah. So let's talk about it, man. What's up? Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get it. So, what grade do you give the Ravens 2024 draft class? What you got for me, Shannon?
I give them a B plus. I feel like they met a lot of needs that we had on the team, grabbed a lot of prospects that can potentially help us. Like I said, the draft is always about the future, not always about right now. So I think they grabbed a lot of guys that can be effective in later years. The only reason why it's not higher is because I'm not completely sold on the quarterback pick, but I'm still open to the possibilities of what he can bring to the team.
Okay. What you think, Justin? What you think about the draft?
I give it an A. I give it an A because we took the best player on the board and not reached. I'm glad they didn't do that. 'Cause, I know everybody wanted offensive linemen, but all the offensive linemen were gone. Receiver too, they were gone. I guess like you could have took Mitchell and all them other guys they did. But why reach? Why reach? Go with the best player on the board. Took Roger Rosengarten. He's probably gonna start at right tackle off day one. Devontez Walker. That was a good pick. Adisa Isaac. Excuse me. Adisa Isaac. That's going to replace Clowney's production. And then the Devin Larry pick Devin Shannon. That was basically getting the back of quarterback because Josh Johnson is 40 years old, and then Malik Cunningham hasn't really solidified himself yet in the league, so we couldn't go into the season with those two without options. It wouldn't have been good. So Devin Larry is a 3 year starter at Kentucky, solid player. And then Sadusky Kane, solid safety. Think he could possibly replace Geno Stone. And we needed a backup center, so Nick Salmon made sense. So I give it a.
Okay, cool. Hey, Justin, real quick, turn your mic up just a little bit.
I don't got
All
the
right,
mic on. I don't got the mic on, David. I don't got the mic. It's strictly the phone. That's just
oh,
what
all
it
right.
is.
All right, well, look, I'm going to give it a solid A. I think they covered all the major holes and they added depth. I think the Costa once again did a great job. He just went best player available and, he just dominated another draft. So I'm going to give it an A. All right, so me and Justin say A. Shannon, you say B. So I think me and Justin win, man. Two against one, but, it's all good. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm-mm.
It's
She
all
said
good.
B. Dave.
I said
Dave.
B. I said B plus.
I was going to say that too. You took the words right out of my mouth, Shannon. Said
What?
C
But go
plus.
ahead.
She said B plus. She didn't say B.
Oh, yeah, B plus. Well, yeah, it's all
And the only thing
good.
about I'm just saying about the quarterback. I don't know much about him, so I can't wait to the preseason. I want to see what he brings. I ain't saying he's not gonna be good, but yeah.
I agree. I agree. I want to see him. I want to see him. All right. On to the next one. So look, we're talking about best player available. Tyler Guyton, who was a hot name in a lot of mock drafts, got picked at 29 by Dallas right in front of us. Do you think the Ravens would have drafted him at 30 if Dallas didn't pick him? What you think, Shannon?
I'm just gonna say no. I mean, since the draft, it seems like they were pretty high on Nate Wiggins. I feel like they got a tackle that they wanted in the second round, who like Justin just said, could possibly start day one. So quarterback was a need. We were talking about that in our chat. Justin was high on getting a quarterback first, and I just feel like they were really. I've never seen the Ravens give a draft pick that fast. Like it was literally like the Ravens are on the clock, the pick is in. So I think that they were really high on him. And if it was between those two guys at 30, I think there's a chance they probably still would have got him. Zach Orr said he was going to stand on the table for him anyway. So I don't think that would have mattered.
Okay, what you think, Justin?
It probably could have gave him a little bit more thought. I will say that. But I think Nate Wiggins definitely still would have been the pick because he was a top 10 talent. He fell, I guess, because of the size issue, which is stupid. So yeah, the Guyton would have made it a little bit interesting. Like, hey, let's take our time here. But I think they still would have went Nate Wiggins because, like Shannon said, you got your defensive coordinator, going to bat for it. It's like it's hard to say no. So I think it still would have been Nate Wiggins. Guyton just would have made it a little bit more of a
I
debate.
thought. Hmm.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna say no also only because of the way the board shook out Nate Wiggins. He's a top 15, 20 talent, like you just said, top 10. He was high. So, and he's also the second or the third corner in the draft. That's where he was rated. So several needs coming into the draft. So getting a possibly elite corner at our spot, that was definitely great value. I really love this pick. So, but speaking of Nate Wiggins, we're gonna keep it right there, get familiar with that name. All right, so next question. Can Nate Wiggins have the same level of production that Ronald Darby had? What you think, Shane?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, that's it. Oh, okay, we just gonna
Hmm.
keep it brief right there. What you
Yeah,
think,
that was.
Justin?
Absolutely yes, because I think he'll be utilized pretty well. He's not going to actually do a whole lot, and then that allow Marlon to move around between the outside and the slot. So yes, I think he can have a Ronald Darby production. Ronald Darby played good, but he didn't do nothing outrageous. Ain't like he had 10 interceptions. So it's
That's why I just
nothing.
said absolutely. Like,
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's
it's
nothing.
not.
So
That's
it's
not
not.
much for
It's
him.
nothing. It's nothing really for him to top. So yes, absolutely.
Right. Right.
Right. I'm agree with you. I'm gonna say yeah because there's no pressure. He doesn't have to start day one. This was number one defense in the NFL last year, returning a lot of our starters and our starting corners. So Humphrey and Stevens they're gonna do the majority, and Wiggins just play mostly third down nickel package. So he don't have to worry about covering the best receiver. So this guy, but he was really good in college. He only gave up one pass of over 20 yards. So it's a perfect situation for him and perfect situation for the Ravens. Secondary went from maybe a little bit shaky to like fully loaded now because they're looking real good. So, all right, on to the next one. Will Roger Rosengarten, our second round pick, start day one at right tackle? And if he does start, will he be better than Morgan Moses? What you think, Shane?
Yeah, if he outplays him in camp and in the preseason, I absolutely think he could start over Morgan. Will he be better? That remains to be seen. I don't like putting a whole lot of pressure on young guys, but I think that if he outplays him and gets a starting job, he's not going to be worse.
Okay. I like it. I like it. What you think, Justin?
You said, do I think Roger Rosengarten think he could be better than Morgan Moses? That's what you said, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Morgan Moses, he was decent at best. Decent at best. He was getting older and slower. We got a young guy who didn't give up no sacks. So yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, I'm a clean sweeper with you all. I think this guy is exactly what the doctor ordered. He didn't allow a sack and over 1,000 pass blocking snaps last year. He really kept Michael Penix, who is left-handed, by the way. He kept his blind side clean. 'Cause he right tackle, left-handed quarterback. So he's used to, watching the blind side. There's a net perfect fit. And at the end of the season, man, Morgan Moses, man, he allowed 9 sacks last year. So I didn't even know that. I read up on that. So he allowed 9 sacks. So I think this is definitely an upgrade, man. So let's
Hmm.
go, Rosie. I'm looking forward to seeing you, maul some people out here. All right, on to the next one. What will Adisa Isaac's role be in his rookie year? What you think, Sam?
I think it depends on how he looks in camp. Like if he's popping off the film and outplaying everybody else that's in his position, I think he can be more than a rotational player. Um, but everything is going to be predicated to what happens this summer, because I don't know how you don't. make someone a starter if they are performing well. So I would just say it depends on how the summer goes.
Okay. What you think, Justin?
You said what kind of role I think he's gonna have?
Yeah, what was role be in his rookie year?
He'll be a rotational guy. Like, bless you. And
Thank
as he keeps progressing and developing, he'll play more, but he'll be a rotational guy. As of right now, the starters will be either Elway and Calvin Noy or Owe and Ojabo. But he's definitely going to be a rotational guy. He's going to he's going to play a lot. So his increased snaps is going to depend on his development. But he's definitely going to be one that he's going to be probably that first edge rusher to come off the bench. To give guys a break. And I think he's going to
hmm
do pretty well. I can see like 6, 7 sacks out of him.
I like that. I like that. Hey, look, I don't think he's going to be rotational. I think this guy will be a day one starter.
No.
I've seen Penn State play. Let me tell you something. I saw Penn State
No,
play.
David.
Oh,
David, listen. They're gonna give David Ojabo every chance to start, and same with Calvin. No, in
I,
maybe week 8 he can start, but right now, no. I'm telling you this,
I,
no.
I think I don't know. We'll see.
I'm
We'll
telling
see.
you,
This guy's
no.
coming in hundreds, man.
It's just too many guys in front of him. And I like the kid.
Ojabo ain't done nothing. I mean,
He's the second
they're
round
not just
pick.
going. They're not just going to give Ojabo the spot. They're going to fight for that.
Yeah,
They're
but
going
then you still have Calvin and Noah who they brought back. So if I say is he
to
gonna be a
not,
job, oh wait, but yeah, Adisa Issac not gonna start, bro. Simple.
no. I mean, well, oh no, they not starting over Van Noy. I mean, always kind of like I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's going to be interesting though. So, all right. So
Hmm.
who is going to start? That's the next question. Who is going to start in Jadeveon Clowneys' place? What you think, Shannon?
I think it's
Oh, my
kind of with
bad. My
Justin.
bad. Huh?
What? What?
Okay, no, my bad. I was going to say Adisa Isaac or David Ojabo. Who you think's going to start between them two?
I was about to say, I think it's like Justin said. I don't think that today, as we speak, that we can say it's going to be between those two because Van Noy is still in the mix. You know what I mean? Like he might be an option. He did get a little money this offseason. They might start off with him. And then, like Justin said, throughout the season, as they progress, then that could change. But it's just kind of tough to say. What I'll say is whoever plays better. As the summer goes on, I can better answer that when you see them in action. But I don't think it's a gimme that it's going to, definitely be one of those two because they still got to compete.
Okay, all right. All right. So what you think, Justin? You think Ojabo's definitely starting over Isaac, right?
Yeah, if it's just for this particular question between those two, yeah, because like I say, he's a second round pick. They're gonna give him every opportunity, to earn that spot. Because like I said, he's showing flashes, but has been happy with injuries. So they're gonna say, hey, your third year is the charm. Hopefully, now you can stay fully healthy. So they're gonna
I
definitely
hope
give the
so.
nod to David Ojabo. But if it comes down to them two.
Yeah, no doubt. I hope so, man. Ojabo, you need to show me something this year, man. You gonna show me something. All right, on to the next one. Will Devontez Walker, our fourth round pick, start day one? What you think, Shannon?
Probably not. I mean, Zay Flowers and Bateman are most likely going to be 1 and 2, however you want to put them there. Then you got to look at your 11 players that can be on the field. Are you going to go fullback as a starter? Are you going to have another wide receiver? So I'm just going to say probably not because I don't think that's how the starting 11 is going to look with 3 wide receivers out there.
Okay. All right, what you think, Justin? Walker's gonna
I
start?
agree. I agree with Shannon because they already talked about running more two tight end sets because they weren't likely on the field more. So and plus, if we do a three receiver set, you can't just disregard Nelson Aguilar. He had a pretty decent year last year. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be that 3/4 guy when we go to a spread. But no, he's definitely not going to start for sure. That's like way out of the. It had to be 2 injuries for him to start. But if everybody healthy, no, he just gonna get sprinkled in and he had to get in when he fit in this
I agree with y'all, man. I think he won't start day one, but I think somewhere during the season he's gonna be starting next to Zay Flowers.
So
So,
that
but
means that means Rashad Bateman out for the year then, right? If he starts besides A Flowers.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I mean, Dave, you can't
I
say
mean,
those
I
type
mean,
of
but hold
things
on,
about. You
let me
can't.
talk. Let me talk.
You
Keep
can't
cutting me
say
off.
that.
Let me
See,
talk.
look. Do you see this right here? I'm about to highlight this on the screen. He said that for a reason.
So you don't think he can make it throughout the season and start?
No, not this year.
Even Steve Smith said next year. Steve Smith yeah, Steve Smith spoke highly about him, but he said next year he could see him being a starter. I don't know about this year.
To 2025, David, not 2024. But go ahead.
Like, I think Walker's gonna outplay Bateman sometime this year. He's gonna be starting, and we're gonna bring up this tape back up. We're gonna bring this one back up too.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, look. So next question: what's your wide receiver depth chart 1 through 6? What you think, Shannon?
Mm, right now it's so early, but just based on who's on the roster, I'll say Zay, Bateman, Aguilar, Tylen Wallace, Devontez, and Deontay.
Okay. What you think, Justin?
Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Nelson Aguilar, Devontez Walker, Tylen Wallace, Deontay Hardy as of right now, and we still may bring it back June 1st. So yeah, but right now those are the six.
Yeah, that's what I had too. Actually, I had Zay and Aguilar starting because Aguilar seemed to be starting a lot at the end of the season last year. So I had Zay, Aguilar, Bateman, Walker, Wallace, Hardy. So I agree. So same thing. All right, on to the next one. So, do you like the fact that the Ravens extended Rashad Bateman for another 2 years? What you like? What you think, Shannon?
Absolutely. It made sense for both sides. I didn't know this until after it was said that he was being extended, but he wasn't even eligible for a 5th year option. I know that me and Justin had discussed it before and earlier this offseason whether or not the Ravens should pick it up. I wasn't aware. I don't know. I don't think Justin probably was aware either that he wasn't even eligible for it just based on him not being available. I believe they said for training camp or whatever it is. I don't know. That's a loophole I didn't even know about. But I think it makes sense for both guys, well, both for him and the team because it's not a high contract. I don't know if you guys saw the numbers, but it's minimal. Like it's very low risk, high reward if he does what we expect him to do. And for Bateman, it gives him security, far past this year, to continue to prove himself. And if he goes out there and balls out within the next year or two, either the Ravens or another team will give him the big payday that he's probably really looking for. So I think that it makes sense.
Okay. What you think, Justin?
Yeah, it made a lot of sense because it's not like Shannon said, it's not a big contract. It's 3 years, 15 million. It could be up to $18 million, I think, with a few incentives. So yeah, like they get a starting receiver for that is super cheap. So it's like hey, I can't knock it. Like I said, if he goes up there and have 700 yards or more, it can probably increase. But yeah, they
Hmm.
had to 'cause like I said, he's a vital piece. That's why we're so like hard on him because we need him to show up more because the offense will be a lot better, when he's involved. And
Hmm.
Lamar got look his way, of course. We know that. I ain't gonna beat that horse. So, but a lot of it's doing to him is durability. If he stays more durable, I think more passes will come as well. So yeah, it was a good thing to stand him.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with y'all. I do like it. Like you said, he wasn't eligible for a 5th year option because he only accrued 2.5 seasons because of injuries, and it's a team friendly deal. So he's gonna make only 15 million over 3 years. That's still pretty good for him. 5 million a year for the amount of production that he's delivered is great. We kept, you know, we keep waiting on him. So, to break out. And we've been saying it the last 3 years, this is the year. So it's time to show up. You're you're a first round pick, you got the talent. 2021 was your best year, 46 catches, and then 2022 only 15. Last year, you played all pretty much every game, and you only had 32 catches, 367 yards, and only one touchdown. So I'm going to need more of that, and I'm going to need a big year from Bateman. Like, this is the year. I'm telling you, Devontez Walker's on your heels. So, all right, so on to the next one. Do you like the fact that the Ravens picked up Odafe always 5th year option? What you think, Shannon?
Yeah, I do. I think it was a smart decision. We talked about when we were talking about whose option they should pick up. I think me and Justin both felt like they should have picked up his option. It just makes sense. He could have a career year, and then we could be outpriced next season. So with this, if he does have a career year, you still have him for the 5th year option, but you can also still work on an extension. And him having a career year just means that he's doing what we need him to do. And like I said, the Ravens have been looking for a true pass rusher like Terrell Suggs for years. So if he does that, it's going to work. It's working out for everybody.
I agree. What you think, Justin?
Yeah, man, you got it for 13 million. That's cheap to get a pass rusher for that, man. Even the lower tier guys are getting $18 million. Like so, yeah, it was smart. It was smart, man. Now this gives you time to work out something long term, especially because I think he's gonna probably finally crack that double. This that 4th year for guys. Our edge rushers, all of them hit that double digit sack or get close to it. Like Judon did it, Darius Smith. So I think we're gonna be another one. So we go ahead and got that 5th year option, gives us another year to work something out. So yeah, it was a no brainer.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with both of y'all. Look, this guy, he improves every year. Great run stuffer, great athlete, 23 tackles and 5 sacks in 13 games. And I still think his best football is in front of him. So that's
Yeah.
definitely a smart investment. Like you said, 13 million, for a 5th year. He deserves it, man. So I mean, that's good. I'm glad always around and I want to see him. Yeah, I think he's going to be a leader of our defense one day. Not the leader, but one of them. So All right, on to the next one. Does the fact that TJ Tampa drops in the 4th round worry you at all? What you think, Shannon?
No, because I feel like a lot of the way the draft was going, a lot of talented guys were picked later than some may have expected. We're not bringing him in to say, hey, you're going to be a day 1 starter. They'll figure out a way for him to contribute. And if he can't this year, it's still a learning experience. So that doesn't change my opinion of what he can bring to the table at all.
All right, I like that. What you think, Justin?
Not at all. Only reason he fell because he didn't run 4.3, 4.2. The kid had a first round, second round grade. If y'all don't know if I remember, a lot of my mocks I had him going in the second round test. So yeah, he's a baller, man. Like I said, these scouts got to stop with this 40 time, and it's starting to cloud their judgment. It's going to cause some people to lose some jobs. Like football is not played on a straight line. This is not the Olympics. This is not
Hmm.
the it's not Daytona 500. Like it's like they got to stop this because he ran a 4.52, which is not bad. So he fell, but this kid gonna be a beast, and they get to learn from Marlon Humphrey and them guys. And like this cornerback room
Hmm.
has the ability, if everybody's healthy, to be one of the best in the league. It's like we gotta deal with this one, so it doesn't worry me not one bit because I know why he fell.
Hmm.
No doubt. I agree also. And another reason why I heard that he fell is because there's a lot of teams that were mad because he got an invite to the Senior Bowl and he declined. He didn't want to go. So there's a lot of teams that weren't happy about that. But I mean, with this choice though, TJ Tampa, he's coming in as the number 4 or 5 corner, depending if you want to play him or Millette. I think Arthur Millette will probably start off playing because he deserved it. They paid him, and he played really well last year. So I think Arthur Millette will get on the field over him just because of that. And but I mean, like I said, you learning from Humphrey, Stevens. You got Wiggins. So this is a great situation for him. Like you said, Justin, he had a 2nd round grade. But this guy's a good player. To me, this is the steal of the draft, man. I mean, first team, all Big 12, 3rd team All American. So like you said, we playing football. We not running track. So I agree with you on that, man. And this guy can play outside and he can play in the slot also. So I really love this pick, man. So all right,
Hmm.
on to the next one. I like this guy right here. Can Rasheem Ali take over as the number 2 back behind Derrick Henry? What you think, Shannon?
Um, if he takes over, then that means that he outplayed Justice Hill. I think that as camp starts in there, aligning how the roster is going to be on the depth chart, I think Justice Hill is going to be number 2, just out of respect and cachet. He's been here for a while. But if he does outplay Justice Hill, then absolutely, he can take that spot.
Okay. What you think, Justin?
Absolutely, yes, man. This kid is a beast, man. If y'all don't know me, I remember I had him in my mocks in the sixth round and stuff like that. This kid can go, man. He can run the ball, catch the ball, block. Justice Hill good on special teams, but he puts the ball on the turf way too much for my liking. Got better second half of the year, and that's after Keith Mitchell started to emerge. That he wanted now was something he want to protect the ball, and he misses a lot of blocks and pass protection. So yes, like yes, Rasheen Ali can definitely be that number two running back, no doubt about
Hey man, I'm totally with you on that, Justin. This kid has some juice, man. Now he played at Marshall, so he didn't really play against the best competition. But still, this guy, 2021, had 1,400 yards and 23 touchdowns. That's crazy. And he still had 45 catches out the backfield. So the kid has hands also. Missed a lot of time in 22. He tore his bicep. But last year he came back healthy,
it.
came back
15
strong.
touchdowns.
Yeah, he had 1,135 yards, 15 touchdowns last year. Still caught 28 passes. And he's a little bit bigger guy. Like Justice Hill is good, but he's more of a speed back. Doesn't really have a lot of power. This guy's 6 foot 210. And he has some great game breaking home run speed. He broke like 7 runs of 50 yards last year. This guy, when he hits that open field, he gone. So I am looking forward to seeing this kid play 4-4 speed. I mean, look, I hope Henry can stay longer than 2 years because he's a Hall of Famer and he still looks like King Henry. So, but this kid, if if what I've seen on tape, this guy might be the running back of the future, man. 'Cause this kid, serious.
And to
All
bring you
right,
back before you go on the next topic, Dave. Remember you say he played at Marshall, not the best
right,
competition. You know Keaton Mitchell went to ECU, right? East Carolina, right? Who you think they play against? I'm just saying.
okay. No doubt.
I'm
That
just
doesn't
saying.
mean anything. I agree with you on that because I
I'm
love
just saying.
Keith Mitchell. I,
I'm
I I
just
really
saying.
hope Keith Mitchell can bounce back. So
Yeah. So that competition shit, it means something, but then it don't mean.
yeah, true. That's real true. All right, on to the next one. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Who will be the backup quarterback for Lamar Jackson in 2024? What you think, Shannon?
As I explained to y'all why I had a B plus, it's the quarterback pick. So for right now, honestly, for me, it's tough to say. I would have to see how things are looking in training camp, see them in some preseason games, and see how they look to say who's going to be number two. But we know, who the options are. I don't know yet who's going to be number two.
All right, what you think, Justin?
Devin Larry. That's simple because Josh Johnson, like I said, he is
Okay.
one call away from going and be a substitute teacher or something. I don't know. Malik Cunningham hasn't really found his groove yet. Remember, Shannon, this is what you wanted. You wanted the backup quarterback. You got it. It might not have been the guy or guys that we wanted, but they addressed the position. I think it would have been Joe Milton had New England not taken him early as they did in the fourth round, which is early for him. But Devin Larry, watch his tape, Shannon. He can play, man. Kentucky was a ranked team this year, and a lot of that was because of him and his play, man. So yeah, it's definitely Devin Larry. Not, no questions about it.
I don't know, man. Look, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. I think it's gonna be Josh Johnson, man.
So you think we're gonna go to? You think we're gonna have a 40-year-old backup quarterback who can retire any given day? But that's your opinion,
Yep,
Dave.
it
That's
does.
your
I
that's
mean,
your that's your
so,
opinion.
all right, so hold up. So
That's your
let's hope
opinion.
nothing happens. Hope nothing happens. But
Right.
if it's fourth quarter and we need to drive down the field right now, you want to put Devin Leary in there, or you want Josh Johnson, who's seen everything and has 18 years professional? Give me the vet. Give me
I
Josh
get it.
Johnson. I think Josh
I
Johnson
I
will win the
I,
game.
I get it, but it's like he bounced around for a reason. But I do like Josh Johnson. But,
He's a bad.
So
I don't,
what if both of them are like pretty even in camp and in preseason, and then it's time to make that roster rotation? What are you going to do if they even like you can call out
you
the
going
same flaws that
you going
who you
you going
going?
with the rookie because he already in the contract. You going with the rookie.
I just think me personally, I think he's just gonna be the number three. But don't count Malik Cunningham out, man. Malik Cunningham is good.
Yeah, he good, but he
I
ain't
want to see it.
polished. He ain't
I
polished yet,
think this
and
is
I
going
like
to be
him.
an
He ain't polished.
interesting quarterback battle in preseason. This is going to be.
Yeah,
I'm going to really watch to see who wants his spot.
because Josh Johnson could start off being the backup, and then Lurie, like they still practice throughout the year. Then as the roster goes on throughout the year, Lurie could become. I mean, it's like when you draft a rookie quarterback and you have a veteran on your team, right? Most times you go with the veteran, and if the veteran start doing bad, then you go ahead and you throw the rookie in there. Because if you
Right.
throw the rookie in there first and he messes up, now you got to worry about his confidence and how the rest of the year gonna go and what he gonna do next year. So when I'm asking that question, like, what would you do if they're both even? I would probably go Josh Johnson too. Now that doesn't mean that as the season go on through 18 weeks that won't change because Lurie could then do something in practice or whatever to make the Ravens feel like, okay, let's make him be number two. But if they're both even, it's like how do you cut Josh if he had a great preseason and training camp too? So I'm just
Easy,
like I said,
cause
I
he about
always say I'm glad that I'm
easy,
not the one making the decisions.
easy, Shannon, cause he about to be 40. That's not hard. He about to be 40. Cut his ass. That's right.
So you would be okay going in week one with Larry as your backup to Lamar.
Why not? The best of
No,
experience is
I'm
the best
asking if
teacher.
you do. I'm
Yeah,
asking if
yeah,
that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I would
All
be because, like I
right.
said,
So
Josh
we so
Johnson.
we not so you don't think we doing three
No
quarterbacks at
way.
all this season?
Yeah, I can
We
see
just
three
doing
quarter.
two.
Yeah, yeah. No, oh yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, Josh Johnson be the third string there. Cause like I said, Malik Cunningham
So you're gonna cut Malik Cunningham or
or
put him on a
practice
practice squad.
practice squad. Yeah, because he got to develop a little bit more. And I like the kid.
Right. I need Johnson. I need someone that's been there and done that and seen everything. Because we're playing some tough defenses. You're going to put Devin Leary against Pittsburgh or Cleveland against Cincinnati? Give me Josh Johnson. I think Josh
Listen,
Johnson. I
I
mean,
remember. I'm gonna say this. Then we can move on. Tyler Huntley was our backup quarterback as a rookie. Remember over RG3. I'm gonna leave it at that.
true.
He might
Okay.
have he might have outplayed them. Like I don't even
Yeah.
remember what
I remember
happened.
Huntley
That
was
like I
rolling.
said, I'm not saying that Larry can't be the backup. I
Right.
asked if they're even. If you're the coach or whoever gotta rate them and your grades are looking pretty even, who you gonna go with? Now if Larry outplays Josh Johnson, there's no doubt about like I said, we're gonna see in the preseason, then of
Right.
course there's no questions asked. But if
Right.
they even, it's like I said, because they can always change it as the season goes on. If Larry, I don't know that you want to, like, suppose week one we got to go against the Chiefs because we got to play them next year, right? We see how quick
Right.
Aaron Rodgers went down. Do you really want to throw Larry in there because you want him? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I gotta
If
see how
Lamar
he
go down
is.
week one, we got some bigger answers.
Well, you
We got
do,
some bigger
but we
answers
talking
after
about,
the but.
of course, but we talking about the quarterbacks on the roster right now. So it's like I don't know. Like I said, you high on them. I'm not saying he's not going to be good. I'm just like, let's see, because if they both pretty even, I don't know how you put him over
I just don't
Josh.
want no 40-year-old backup quarterback. But I mean, like I said, I have nothing against Josh Johnson. But hey, if he end up being a backup, I'm not gonna squawk about it.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I'm looking forward to seeing that battle, though. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Let's just talk about who's your favorite draft pick this year. Who you like, Shan?
I'm Nate Wiggins. I like the swag. I like his confidence. We talk about playing like a Raven and the type of personalities that we've had in this locker room that made the team fun to watch. That's him. Like everything about him, he embodies what it is to be a Raven personality wise. And I've been saying for a while that we needed leaders on a defense. I feel like Roquan came in and been that, but we're used to having leaders at every level. Marlon Humphrey is who he is. A lot of goofy, he do whole lot of goofy stuff. And it doesn't mean that he's not a leader, but I just think we need a little bit more different energy back there. Like that's why I really like Kyle Hamilton. And you think about him and Kyle being able to grow together and what that secondary can be. That's my favorite pick. And I wasn't even thinking cornerback initially. Like I was like whatever, but I liked it because I didn't think he was going to be there. Honestly,
Nobody
Oh
did.
yeah, definitely. I agree. All right, who you like, Justin? Who's your favorite pick this year?
I'm gonna go different route because Nate Wiggins is too easy. I'm gonna go Devontez Walker because we needed that game changing speed at receiver. Because like I said, we got guys that can work underneath. Now you bring in a guy that runs a 4.3 5 that can just take the top off. We know why he fell because of the suspension, but I watched him play my Miami Hurricanes. He lit our asses up like a Christmas tree. So yeah,
mm.
definitely Devontez Walker.
No doubt. Hey man, you took my guy. I'm with you, man. Devontez Walker. I still can't believe that he dropped to the fourth round. That's crazy to me because when we did our mocks, and one of my mocks I had him going in the second. So
So sold him
For him to
out.
drop all the
Mm-hmm.
way down there, I was really surprised. Like you said, tall guy, 6'3", like you said, 4.35 speed. Man, I'm telling you, I still think throughout sometime this year he's going to start next to Zay Flowers. I think he's going to outplay Bateman and Aguilar. Like I said, and like this is that deep threat that we need. Because, like I said, we threw the deep pass a lot of times last year. We didn't complete a lot of them. Beckham, he caught a couple of them, but he missed a lot. Bateman, he's fast, but man, he doesn't seem to have a lot of awareness. It's like he can't pick the
Mm-hmm.
ball up. So
Yeah.
I think that this guy, I really like this pick. This is my favorite pick as well. So I agree with you on that. All right, next one. On to the next one. Will an undrafted free agent make the team this year? What you think, Shannon?
I'm sure they will. I mean, it seems like the Ravens always find one. That squeezes in that last week when they got to make the final roster cuts in. We'll see. We'll know better in the preseason. Like we all wanted Keaton Mitchell. Once we seen him, it was like, no, this guy has to make the team. So because of the Ravens' history, I believe it can always be one.
Right? Okay. What you think, Justin? Gonna get undrafted free agent?
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you two names because it could possibly be these two guys, Joe Evans and Bia Braid, because both of them guys should have been drafted. I don't know what happened. I don't know who. I didn't check the combine numbers, but them guys are beast. Real Joe Evans coming off that edge, man, reminds me of a young Jared Allen, Jared Johnson. Set that edge, can pin his edge back, get the quarterback, Bia Braid. Like I said, that's that right there. He was a beast. I kind of wish we'd have took him on Sadusky Kane, but he's a ball hawk, man. He had like 4 interceptions this year from Maryland. Came up, made a lot of tackles.
Hmm.
I think he definitely could make this team and be that Genome Stone replacement.
Once again, man, you in my head, Justin. Oh man, I agree. And look, I actually did a little research. I think his first name, it's Beau. I think it's Bo. So I don't know.
Bo Brick,
But
I hate
so
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? But I agree. That was my guy too. I I I, I remember seeing him play at Maryland. He did a good job. Good size for a safety, 6 foot, 203. He was an all ACC player. But I think once again, like we just said, we talked about TJ Tampa. He ran a really bad 40 time. He ran a 4.68. So I know that had to hurt him right there. Cause that's in the NFL, you're gonna get cooked out here, man. So but and also another guy, like, look out for Jordan Toles. He went to St. Francis. He's from Baltimore.
I know exactly who he was.
Yeah, he started off, he went to LSU, and LSU gets like 10 5 stars at every position every year.
Hmm.
So he wasn't getting any playing time, came back home, went to Morgan State, and did a good job. So I want to see the hometown kid somehow get on. Come on, Jordan Toles, I'm pulling for you. I know you're from here. I want to shout out my man Alonzo Ramsey. He coached him. Listen, I seen this kid play basketball in 8th grade. He played at Deer Park Middle. This guy was dunking with 2 hands in 8th grade. I
Mm-mm.
mean, this guy's a crazy athlete. So I'm
Hmm.
pulling for Jordan Toles, man. Let's go. Him, Bo Braid. So Sanusi Kane, you better play good because there's a lot of safeties out here. All right.
Hmm.
Last question. This is it. Will the Ravens sign any more free agents that are still out there? What you think, Shan?
Still out there. I don't know. Because I feel like a lot can happen between now and September. You got the June 1st cuts coming next month, and maybe somebody that gets cut that you don't even think about that could be an option. So, yeah, I won't say no. Like it could be anybody. But as far as who's available, I don't have a list in front of me, so I don't necessarily know that. But I do think that we could still bring somebody in, particularly like wide receivers. Like we were talking about that, Justin, and wanting the guy that the Jaguars released. I think it'll be something more like along those lines. I do think they'll bring in another wide receiver, a veteran, probably. So yeah, if we bring in somebody, it's going to be probably a wide receiver.
Okay. What you think? What you think, Justin? Gonna get
Yeah,
a
I
free
think they
agent?
will. Yeah, I think they will. I think it'll be a receiver, somebody like a Zay Jones, a Boyd. The one on Michael Thomas possibly, even though a lot of people won't be stoked about it. But a receiver along those lines, a veteran who's been in the league for a while. Also, offensive line, although they drafted Roger Rosengarten, they still might want a veteran because you got David Ojabo there. He can come in and start right away while the other guys develop. You still got Andrews Pete. There's still some quality linemen available. And don't rule out edge rusher. Like I said, a guy like Emmanuel Ogba. There's a couple guys out there, Frank Clark as well. And then this is the wild card for me. Don't roll out Justin Simmons or Jamar Adams. Those guys can come in right away and play right off the bat because you know what they bring to the table while the other guys develop. And then, like I say, you can move Cal Hamilton back into the box. Now you can go Marcus Williams, Adams, or Marcus Williams and Simmons. And their price have dropped now since after the draft and still on size. And now we can get them for a good bargain.
Hmm.
No doubt. Hey, I agree with you on that. That's a lot of guys. So I still think, like you said, safety is still kind of maybe the one position that might look at. And like you said, that was my guy. You said Justin Simmons, and the other guy I'm looking at is Micah Hyde from the Bills. So I think one of them, I think one of them will get picked up soon. I think if we do look, I think that could be the guy or offensive line, like you said. I like Andrews Pete. I like him, and also Dalton Risner. I think is still out there. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's yeah. So I still think it could happen. But I really that was a great draft. I'm
Hmm.
excited. I'm ready for the season, man. I'm ready to see some training camp. I'm ready for them to start. I want to see what we got.
Oh
But
man.
Hmm.
Great show, Dave, as usual. Everyone, we're gonna take a little chill pill to training camp. There's not really a lot going on. I know the NFL supposed to do their schedule release, if not this week, next week. So we'll know. We know the opponents. Now we just get to know the when and where. Um,
Hmm.
we're gonna go ahead and do our closing remarks. We're gonna get up out of here. So, Shannon, you can go ahead and go first.
Just wanted to say that I think this is an exciting time of the year when once the draft happens because every fan base can just be excited about what they think can happen. Nobody's feelings can get hurt at this point. And I'm looking forward to what can come. Like I said, I feel like a lot of the times we make draft picks, it's not always about this season; it's about the future. And like you guys, we've all said, like I feel like Eric DeCosta like aced this draft. I mean, like only reason why I didn't give him an A is because I don't know much about the quarterback, but I'm going to do like Justin said and look at some film and get myself familiar with them. Um, but I'm excited, and I'm not trying to rush the summer because I'm looking forward to enjoying the summer and hanging out. But I'm looking forward to having some meaningful football discussions in a couple of months.
Go ahead, Dave.
no doubt, man. I agree. Same thing. Definitely don't want to rush summer. That's my favorite time. But no doubt. Other than the Ravens, I want to say I like your shirt. Let's go Orioles. We looking good. Yeah. So keep
Got
it
them
up.
Yankees up out of here.
Yeah. Let's
Hmm.
keep it up, O's. Let's go. Come on. We got Bradish back. Got John Means coming back. Let's go. Come on, man. Let's go.
Like you both said, man. Let's go. O's got 3 out of 4. Wanted this sweep, but hey, I'll take it. The draft is like I said, is pretty good, man. Pretty good. Like I said, we got a lot of good young talent and a lot of positions of need. So, like you said, definitely summertime we're gonna chill, relax, so we can actually have enjoy ourselves. Like I said, training camp will be here like sometime July, so it'll only be like a month, like 2 months basically. So it'll be other people doing shows for the meantime like that that we always shout out every week. Y'all check them out in the meantime. But definitely the NBA. I got the NBA playoffs to hold me on. Let's go Thunder. So yeah,
Yeah. Thunder.
Shannon Lakers got sent home. I know I had to take the shot at it. She knew it was coming. She knew it was coming. LeBron James, like man, he on the phone right now, trying to make some calls. But yeah, so everybody definitely check out the NBA playoffs. So by the time that's over, that's June, and we still have baseball. And then once July hit, and then after that, August, we'll have football from August all the way up to February. So everybody, we love y'all. Have an amazing Thursday. We'll talk to y'all in 2 months. So I know what I'm about to say. Make sure y'all trade. Talk Ravens all every day from your host Justin P, my $2 billion MVP co-host. Super David Mailman, aka David Woods, and Miss Shannon Finch. Love y'all guys. We are
Good night,
Hell,
guys.
man.
good night,
Peace
Shannon.
out.